Okay, I felt that I had to make this rant because the more and more I watch Furby videos, the more I see things like people destroying Furbies or submerging them in water, or, you know, just being a total jerk to them without any prior reason. And among those videos, people say that these things are scary or creepy. Where do I start with that kind of assumption? Look at this. Look at this thing. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. How is this thing scary or creepy? How is this thing scary? You tell me right now. I can't figure out a single reason why people say this. I can't. I really can't. Even my mom agrees that these things are adorable. Ugh. And every single... Sorry, I'll play with you. I'll tickle you one time or something. And my mom says, like... And whenever I put one of these guys on her shoulder, she cuddles with it with her head. And you know what I mean, right? But yeah, they can sense light basically, but for the time, these things were, you know, pretty advanced toys. And actually, they were pretty advanced and probably far ahead of their time, actually. By the way, if you're wondering why this one's voice sounds different, this is a Furby baby. It was released 1 year... This is the Furby baby, which was released a year after the original. It says on the tag, 1999 Tiger Electronics. And by that point, they were bought by Hasbro, which made Furbies, you know, onwards. Alongside that, they incorporated... And alongside that, they incorporated safety devices into Tiger Electronics Furbies. And by that point, they were a lot safer and a lot more, you know, advanced, basically. And by that point, Tiger started to realize that there were bootleg Furbies going around. So they stuck this tag on the official ones for, you know, authenticity. See? Furby original. Okay, I'll feed you, whatever. There's really no way for you to, like, you know, differentiate whether or not you put a bottle in their mouth. He didn't say Pikachu just now, because if he did, I would have freaked out. He's basically saying, Oh, and that light just now, that was coming from his infrared sensor, which means that and the infrared sensor travels data from what he just said over to another Furby, thus making them talk to each other. Yeah, the Furby babies tend to, you know, just, you know, they get tummy aches whenever you feed them for some reason. But back on track. Why do people find these things scary? I really need to analyze these things and figure out why people are saying these things. People have been saying for a long time now that their Furbies have been waking up at 3 in the morning and glitching out or malfunctioning or something. And I do not believe that. I have a few of my Furbies turned on. I have a few of my Furbies with batteries in them at night while they're sleeping. And not once have any of them turned on while I was sleeping. Not once. In fact, I even stayed up to 3 a.m. just to figure out what people were saying was true. And it wasn't. None of them were awake. So, yeah. There's proof. What they're saying is false. It's false information. Just people trying to make a buck. Exactly. And, yeah, it's gibberish nonsense. Thank you, baby. Thank you. I think the reason why people say these things are scary or creepy probably has to do with the eyes. I mean, they're kind of realistic, you know. But in my opinion, that doesn't make them any scary. That doesn't make them scary at all. And in my opinion, that doesn't make them look scary at all. In my opinion, they look really cute. By the way, this one is, just so you know, you're probably wondering, well, when you said earlier that this was a Furby baby, I don't see any real differences other than, you know, a tiny bit of proportions. Well, there is a difference. The babies can't dance. The babies can't dance, but the normal size ones can. Also, one person, I read a comment on an old Furby review saying that when they got their Furby for Christmas 1998 and they put batteries in it and then did the jump start thingy, it started making beeping noises. Now, I want to say to you that was a hidden debug mode. In fact, I know how to access it. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to reset him completely. So, but I will tell you how to access it. You got to touch the tickle sensor and the pet sensor at the same time. Then hold him upside down and then hold the reset button for a few seconds. It may take multiple tries, but you'll eventually get it. And then he'll be in a debug mode where pressing multiple different buttons and such will trigger different noises. And, yeah. Basically, Furbies have a secret debug mode. And that might have been what your parents accidentally accessed without knowing. So, yeah. Just to keep that in mind. It might have already been too late, unfortunately, because they probably might have thrown the poor thing away. But, yeah. Okay. Now, people have been saying that, Furbies speak gibberish. No, they don't. They speak a made-up language called Furbish, which are words made up of 1, 2, or 3 syllables. Which are words made up of 1, 2, or 3 syllables. And they all have different meanings. Ate means hungry. Ka means me. Unai means you. Coco means more. And Bobe means worry. And, let me see. Oh, look, he's going to sleep. And Waylo means sleep. I was about to say that. I completely forgot. I almost forgot about that one. And that beeping, that little light you saw just now, that was the infrared sensor that travels to another Furby to tell it to go to sleep as well. But, how can someone say that these things are scary in the slightest? I don't see any real reason for anyone to say these things are terrifying. And I just don't. I don't see anything wrong with this. Because it's just stupid. I don't see a single thing wrong with this thing. And for you to say that this thing is freaking scary or creepy, it's just, you're a freaking idiot, basically. You're a freaking nonsensical, dumb idiot. You're an idiot, and that's that. Because, and I'm collecting, and you're probably wondering, well, why are you collecting Furbies if you're 13 freaking years old? Well, I care about these things basically because because the more that these things get smashed or destroyed, they're gonna go extinct, basically. There's gonna be none of them left in the world. And I want to keep that from happening. So, yeah. I just want to keep that from happening because the more Furbies get destroyed, the more chance of them going extinct. So, yeah. And in case you're wondering, is this the only Furby you have? Well, no, I actually have a few. There's a bunch of McDonald's ones over there and a few normal-sized ones. Another baby right there. A Gizmo. That was released in the situation for when people were saying that Tiger Electronics got sued because of the resemblance to Gizmo from Gremlins. And that one was made in conjunction with Warner Brothers because of, people saying that Furby looked similar to Gizmo. So they released that as a way to settle the argument out, but it didn't actually happen, it just went on. It's official, don't worry, I read the tag, it says copyright Tiger Electronics, copyright Warner Brothers. A year 2000 Millennium Furby, some 2012s, another 1998, a Shelby, and the box to a Halloween one, a Witch's Cat version right there, and there's some more on the shelf over there, but you can see a couple of them. So, for people to say that these things are scary, because personally, I don't see anything wrong with these. These are just, because David Hampton, the inventor of these things, spent like 3 years trying to research how he could make a electronic pet that you can actually touch. So, yeah. I've got nothing else to say. Screw the Furby haters. Screw the Furby creepypasta writers. Screw it all.